This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go back to Carson here on second. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep to return is Duke Johnson. This is taken at the 18. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Come on now. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it with Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try to run with Harris, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Mike Davis, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Henry Ruggs, a touchdown reception.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On play action, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. 20.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Well, for Chris Carson, I mean, he is a powerfully built back, and using that size and strength there to good advantage as he shakes free of a would-be tackler.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down and 8. Here's Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Dancing away at the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 29, Prescott looking downfield for Godwin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Lance. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. And that'll set him back 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Prescott on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Prescott gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shady 5-bear defense a little bit. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Carson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. Chris Godwin. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 29, Lance. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Let's go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They hand this off to Harris. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stuck on the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Dak. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still time to go for the win, but they've got to get up and spike it quickly. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. To throw, Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the club. Stages.
Of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead, maybe maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing